Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing today? Brother John Stewart on behalf of Lost Sheep Ministries, here to take y'all on another little walk with the word for the day. So today, I'm going to take you through Psalm 15. Very small psalm, has only got 5 verses, but within these 5 verses, God gives us the specific checklist that we can go down and check off to see if we're truly walking that path to being the godly person that we're supposed to be. So in Psalm 15, the Lord tells us this. He says, Lord, who shall abide in thy tabernacle? Who shall dwell in thy holy hill? He that walketh uprightly and worketh righteousness and speaketh the truth in his heart. He that backbiteth not with his tongue, nor he that doeth evil to his neighbor, nor taketh up a reproach against his neighbor, in whose eyes a vile person is contemned, but honoreth them that fear the Lord. He that swerveth to his own hurt and changeth not. He that putteth not out his money to usury, nor taketh a reward against the innocent. He that doeth these things shall never be moved. You know, there's an acronym for the Bible. It's called Basic Instructions Before Leaving Earth. And what they're saying is, if you would just get into the Bible, put your biases aside, get into the Bible and let the Lord touch your heart, not only will it enhance your life, but it'll elevate your life, because the Bible is a blueprint in life. These rules and regulations that God gives us, these commands He gives us, it helps us get to where where He's intended for us to be. You know, in my last video, I went through some verses and I gave you the formulas for success out of Psalm chapter 1. So tonight I'm going to give you another little checklist that you can go down. And according to this checklist, according to God in this checklist, these are the characteristics of somebody that's truly trying to be a godly person. So you pay attention to the verses that I just read. It is 8 things that it points out that a godly person would do. 1, it's a godly person is someone that goes forth preaching the truth of the word. You know, so a soul winner that's out there knocking on them doors, telling people about the word of God. You know, and or you go to a church and they give you the true word according to His word, not the sugar-coated version or the watered-down version or the feel-good version. They giving you the truth. He said somebody that does that, that's truly a godly person. Number 2, someone that's not a backstabber. You know, you're a stand-up person. You're not going to congratulate somebody, oh man, I'm glad you got the position, and I'm so happy for you. And then the whole time you're going back to the supervisor, snitching on them, trying to do things to take them down so you can get the position for yourself. No, there's somebody that's a backstabber is not a godly person. Number 3, someone that treat others well. You know, you got to treat people the way you want to be treated. Jesus said over in the book of Matthew, He gave us the golden rule, and that is do unto others as you want done unto you. See, that's a golden rule. That's something Jesus taught Himself, and you should be doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to do evil to your neighbor because you don't want evil to be done for you. So treat others the same way you want to be treated. That's the characteristic of a godly person. Number 4, someone that don't talk about people behind their backs. You know, you're in their face smiling and talking with them and keep keying with them and all that. But then soon you get behind their back or they can't see you, get out of their eye range, you're talking about them like a dog. That's not something a godly person would do. You got to make sure your conversation is the same in front of them that's behind them. And don't say nothing behind nobody's back that you wouldn't say in front of their face. Number 5, God's looking for someone that's just. You know what I'm saying? It should bother you when you see wicked people succeed. It should bother you when you see crime running rampant. It should bother you when you see that people are being done wrong, especially innocent people being done wrong. It should bother you that we have a Pride Month. That should bother you. If that don't bother you, you're not a godly person. It should bother you that abortions are being done. 3,000 innocent children are being killed today. Now, I'm not saying go out and do violence, nothing like that. But when you hear those things, that should bother your spirit because you're a godly person. If it doesn't, then you might need to check on yourself. The 6th thing it point out, a person is a person that's a man or woman of their word. Now, that one ring big to me. You know what I'm saying? I can't stand, I've had so many people that I've come across in my life that they say one thing and they'll do another. That bothers me, that urges my soul. And they apparently do the same to God. You know what I'm saying? God wants somebody that's going to do what they say they're going to do. Even if them doing that thing is going to put them in a bad position, they promise they're going to do it, so they're going to be a person, a man or a woman of their word. That is something, a characteristic of a godly person. Number 7, someone with a generous heart. You know, if you got the money and you know the other person need it, why not just let them hold it? You got to charge them an urge. Don't take advantage of them. That's what the banks do. Or these, I've been in a situation where I've been so broke, I've had to go get these little cash advance loans and stuff like that. Oh man, they're horrible. The interest rate was like 200-300%, something insane. See, that's taking advantage of people, and that is evil in the eyes of God. That is not something a godly person would do. And then the eighth characteristic he points out, someone that's going to uphold the innocent. You're not going to go and take advantage of a situation and say somebody's guilty of something they didn't do, you know what I'm saying, because you're going to benefit off of it. You know what I'm saying? You do things like that, then you're not a godly person. So those right there was 8 characteristics that we got from Psalm 15 that God says those are characteristics of a true godly person. So when you look at that list and you go through those characteristics, how many of those boxes did you get to check off? And if you didn't get to check off all of them, you know what that means? You got some work to do. And that has been your little walk with the word for today. I pray these are blessing you all. If they are, make sure you like, tag, share, repost, comments on them bad boys. Help your boy out. I appreciate that. If you want to catch my full sermons, you can catch me on Facebook Live Monday nights at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. And I post them on my YouTube page and my Facebook page afterwards. If you need to find all my little social media outlets, just go to lostsheepministries.com, and all my little social media outlets, links to my social media outlets are there. And of course, you're not 100% sure you'll get to Jesus when you go through that door called death. Reach out to me and let me know, and I'll put some time in my schedule to go over the gospel with you. I love you all. Thank you all for being here. And until next time, remember, always watch your back and pray. Peace.